Okay. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about technology versus communication and its impacts on the way we communicate with each other. So first, I would like to start out with asking you guys, like, if this is something familiar to you. A lot of iPhone users use screen time, and it's something that you get weekly. So I was going to ask if I could have a few of you guys volunteer to check your guys' usage, and whoever has the lowest one. Kendra might or might not have brought lollipops for you. I don't know if she did.
I forgot.
It's okay. So yeah, there's supposed to be a prize, but it's okay. Got busy, so some of you guys can check with those. Just kind of like talk out loud about like which ones are like your highest used and like versus like lowest used.
Do you want our daily average?
It does whatever works.
Our daily average is 4 hours and 47 minutes.
2 hours and 47.
2:36.
Anyone else? No?
2 hours and 14 seconds.
2 hours and 14 seconds. Alright. So, I mean, as of right now, like your daily time right now is probably low. I mean, it is early in the morning, so probably throughout the day that might rise. So that's just one thing that, I mean, you kind of shows you already how much you're already on your phone and showing that that could be potentially a problem depending on like what you're doing on your phone. So, yeah, hold on, go back. So I experienced it too. I understand what you guys are going through. I went through a phase of really being obsessed with like being on my phone 24/7, and like even when we were around like family gatherings, wouldn't care. So now the problem is that we're prioritizing social media and socializing that way rather than socializing face to face. So this chart here shows how we are being consumed by using social media and things like that, and this comes from Oxford University, one of their digital media sources. So from 2008 to 2018, you can kind of show how much it's risen from about 2.5 hours, almost 3 to 6 hours plus a day. And that's just using all types of different devices, and it's also showing that mobile devices are the most convenient, so it's being the most used. Social media use among teens has increased dramatically since 2012. The percentage is about the same, but the frequency and time being on it is like the same number of people are using it, but the time that they're being on it has grown drastically. The negative impacts that this is bringing is social anxiety, higher levels of loneliness, and an impact on communication face to face. The Huffington Post had a story about a teenage girl who they interviewed, and she basically said that she feels more comfortable being online talking to her friends than talking to them face to face. She said that face to face communication kind of scares her now, that she's become so comfortable with doing that. And this is a picture that they posted with it. I know it's blurry, but it's not that it's like too big. It actually is like that, and it's kind of just showing like people are freaking out and everything's kind of like unclear, and it's kind of like shaky to them, if that makes sense. So that's a post from the HuffPost, which is a famous article online. And then the impact on communication, the loneliness right here. This chart shows that it being a major problem, being a minor problem, and not being a problem. So it's just over time, it's showing that it's just gradually growing. So over here, it's showing that the share of people that always are often feeling lonely. They're talking about whether or not it's a problem. It's not a major problem. A lot of people say it's not a problem, but over here it's showing that it's getting worse with social media. So yeah, there's that. And that's coming from The Economist, which is, I didn't even know, it's like a business kind of newspaper. And yeah, that's that. And then, so today I talked to you guys about how social media has been rising and how it impacts people's lives. A psychologist said that it negatively influences psychological well-being by reducing social integration. So by using social media, it's not allowing you to socially interact with other people. So I challenge you guys to maybe put down your phones when you're with your friends at dinner or at a group gathering, screen down, and then set up some kind of consequence for the people picking it up. Try to set 2 goals, maybe every other week, to change your usage chart. There's a bunch of apps out there, so even if you don't have an iPhone, I know there's apps for different phones. So try to do that, and also try to go out and learn something new about people around you. You might not even realize that you don't know something about your best friend, or something very simple. So just go out and ask questions and try to learn something new. So yeah, today you learned about the negative effects of technology, the positive effects of conversation, and yeah.